In order to successfully counter legs, you must first have a working knowledge of the technique necessary to make them successful. If you understand the principles that the offensive wrestler must do in order to execute legs successfully, then you also know what must be accomplished in order for you to defend against them. When you're working on defensive leg wrestling, have the top man review his positioning and offensive options, and consequently, both people benefit from the time spent drilling legs. To be successful at countering legs, first and foremost, prevention is the best cure. If he doesn't get them on, then he can't be too effective with them. Once they're on, however, one of the most important things I emphasize is, don't carry his weight. As long as he's on top, maintaining elevation, and you're carrying his weight, you are in trouble. If you can't seem to make anything work for you defensively, don't forget, there is an out of bounds. Get out, get a fresh start, but this time, be aware he's a leg man and prevent them from coming back on. There's no known cure for the common cold, just prevention. As with legs, prevention is the best cure. Keep the legs off. When you have your opponent from the defense trying to put the legs on, stop them ahead of time. First thing we do is just put our legs together. As they start to come in, block them. If your legs are apart, they can come in. If they're together, they're not. Or if he starts sticking them in, do a sit-out as he's coming in with the legs. Sit out. Get the legs away. As long as they're a moving target, they're hard for him to put on. Again, prevention is the best cure. Either we have to sit out, or we keep our legs together, or another common method is called a mule kick. Once the leg has gone past your leg and start coming into your crotch area, what we've got to do is kick our leg back, like a mule kicking a guy behind us. Once he gets to here, we kick up and away. Now, once the leg is up, again, we're sitting out. You don't want to kick the leg up when the leg's coming in, and then get it free, and then set it back down, because the leg's automatically in. Once you kick it up and away, boom, bring it over and sit. Right? And then we go into our hand control situation. Again, prevention is the best cure for legs. Okay, next thing we want to do, let's assume that the legs came on. Gee whiz, he got them on. Now what do? He's good at them, you're in trouble. There's no real common cure to a good leg man. Prevention is your only hope. Know that they're going to come on and keep them off. If they come on and you're frustrated, you have two things. Look for a stalemate situation, try to tie him up the way the officials call stalling today, and the way they're being forced to call stalling quickly with leg riders. Make it difficult for him to turn you and get a stalemate situation, and then, you know he's a leg man, try to keep the legs off. All right, let's assume he has the legs on. Or besides the stalemate, you always have an out-of-bounds area. If you're close to the out-of-bounds, scoot on out, get a fresh start. You know he's a leg man. When you come back in, prevention, keep them off. All right, next thing we want to do, some of his basic principles, when the leg's on, he wants to keep height and keep weight on me. I do not want him to have height, and I do not want him to have weight on me. As long as he keeps those two principles, I'm in trouble. From here, I want to sit and bring him down. Bring him down to his side. Once I'm down to his side here, I want to push the leg off. Get the leg off. Never, ever, ever grab his leg and pull it up. He'll keep in this position forever. Okay, he'll get down, he'll reach underneath here and get a 2-on-1 on his own leg, and then I'm in trouble. He gets a 2-on-1, and then I'll sit here fighting. When you're in sit position, never pull his leg up. Never. Push his leg down and away. Don't pull it up. The urge is there to pull it up. Don't. Down and away. Down and away. Once we get away, get your arm underneath it. There are several counters. We're showing you quite a few of them. Pick out one that you like, work on it, drill it, get it down. You don't have to know all these. Which one excites you the most? And work on it. This is one. Lower level, underneath our leg. He stays on, he's riding me here. I want to duck underneath the leg. Let my fingers do the walking. As he stays on, hang on. Here, underneath the leg here. Once I get under, I do a push-up. One arm push-up. Okay, here, onto my reversal. Okay, lower his level. Get his weight off you and keep him down. Make him lose his elevation. Okay, now, another one, again, rolling him down, and we can high leg over. If he has the leg on, I want to pull him the whole way down to his side and roll him on through to here. Now, as soon as I get to here, the only thing he has is a cross face, and I've got to watch it coming in. I got to block the cross face. Once I block the cross face, then I want to lean back into him, driving at 12 o'clock, lean back. back into him. Don't turn to the side. He'll scoot out and come right up the arm behind you again. Okay, once you have him on the side, lean back at 12 o'clock. That keeps the weight on him. I have height now, I'm higher than he is, and I'm making him carry my weight. Here, then I want to turn, attack the head. Once I get my arm on the other side of his head, now I come out with legs and in the control position. So, from the referee's position, make him give up the height, make him give up the weight on top of you. With the legs on, pull him on down. From here, push the leg out, under the leg, duck, and a push-up. Or, from here, when the legs are in, and you roll him on down to here, lean back at 12 o'clock. Lean back at 12. That keeps the pressure on shoulder and head. It allows me to turn and come back on top of him. Okay, another one is if he has his rudder leg working well for him, and I try to pull him down there, he's going to have that rudder leg go back and stop him from losing the height and losing the weight on my body. From here, if I go from the referee's position and I try to hip and pull him down, he has that foot out there for the control, so I can't get him down. From here, I want to reach out and get that foot. I want to hit it hard enough, hit that sit hard enough that he has to put that foot over there. Boom, as a base. I want to reach out and get it. Once I have it, I pull it in, maintain height, come up and go to the head. If I can beat the head, reach out, get the ankle, pull it in. That takes away his base, makes him lower his height, allows me to gain height and gain the control position. Another thing we want to do, again, the principles that make things work for him and legs is just what you got to do in order to break the hold to get him out of it. Get him off the top of you, make him give up the height, and give up the weight on top of you. All right, we can do that with a forward roll. Puts the legs in, quick tripod, and forward roll. As I'm doing a forward roll, let me do it now. As I'm coming down on the forward roll, when I get halfway over, right to here, I want to kip. Okay, once I get to here, I'm kipping straight up. I'm kicking my legs up into the air, which should, theoretically anyhow, free the leg. When I have the legs on from here, I'm going to tripod up. I'm going to do a forward roll. He's on my right side. My right arm comes in. I'm doing kind of like a Granby. Down to my shoulder to here, kick. Okay, as I kick, he'll roll on through. And a lot of times I'll end up right in this position, able to turn and come back into control. Same thing from a different angle. Has the legs on, right leg, right arm comes in, down to my right shoulder. Here, kick. Freeze the leg, and you're in a scramble situation. Sometimes you end up on top, sometimes you don't. But the most important thing is you get the legs off. You get a leg rider who knows what he's doing, you're in trouble. You better get those legs off. If they don't come off, make him break the basic rules. The height and the weight. Make him give up height and make him give up weight. Okay, now, if he's going for a Jacobs, a cross-body ride. Okay, he has the leg in. He's reaching underneath, going for the arm. Okay, from here. Now, if he grabs my arm and controls it, I'm in trouble. If I know it's coming in, and when I see it coming in, if I see it coming in, and I grab his wrist, I can sit down. Okay, I want to control the wrist from here. First, I bring this leg in, so he can't step across in double fronts. Throws the leg in, whoops, don't want him to do that. So when I have the leg, I pull my shoe into my body, doesn't allow him to cut free and come over to that double fronts. I want to lean back on the arm here. Gives the same shoulder pressure as I'm doing a switch. I lean straight back into him. I keep the pressure on his shoulder as I'm slowly scooting out to the other side of the head. And then I have legs on here where I go